One of the advantages of being on a big server such as the Mystic Wind server is that you can trade with other people. One of the disadvantages is that if you have things that other people may need, they might just take them. One of the big ways to save your stuff from people borrowing it is to have a big land claim. But sometimes, particularly if you want to trade or light paths, you need something outside your land claim and you need to protect it. And to do this, you need to be able to reinforce things. This video shows you how to reinforce anything you have that's outside your land claim, and it also shows you how to set up a Trade-0-Rug. I'm going to build myself a plum and square. So if we press H, type in plum. So the plum and square, very simple, 2 sticks, piece of twine and a stone. So let's try that. 2 sticks, piece of twine and a stone. There we go. And this is used for reinforcing. Well, it's a very frosty scene here, but I've decided it's about time I opened my own shop. And so I've started out, by putting a very, very basic shelter so that if I do get clients, they can stand here and not be in the snow and the rain, which I think is an absolute positive. And you can see that there's snow on the roof, so that was a good decision. Now, I have a plum and square here. When you want to reinforce blocks, the strength of the reinforcement depends on what you use with your plum and square. The minimum I would suggest is the stones you use for querns, which are the strongest stones. Obviously, if you can use metal bars, it will be even stronger, and the strength of the reinforcement will depend on the strength of the metal bar. As I am not too fussed whether I do lose things, then I'm just going to use strong stones. And all you do to reinforce blocks so that other people can't pick them up easily is to take your plum and square, right click on the block. Can you hear it? Oh, ting ting. Now if you use iron bars you can make it even stronger, but I'm not going to do that. I've set up my table, it's already reinforced, you can see it's strength 50. And now what I'm going to do is to make a Trade-0-Rug that I can put on the table and start selling things. To make a Trade-0-Rug, it's very, very simple. You just need to make a basket. Let's get rid of these. And you need a piece of linen. So even if you're early in the game, you can make a basket and collect enough linen from drifters to make that. This is your Trade-0-Rug, and I want to take with me a gear, and I want also take our Trade-0-Rug, we'll put it on our table, just right click that is. Now to operate it you shift and right click and it brings up a setting up menu. The first thing is, what do you want payment in? Some people want payment in resin, some people want payment in temporal gears. Me, I want rusty gears. And you put your goods, the payment is where the payment storage is where the payment goes. So you put your goods in here, 1, come on, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the going rate for temporal gears is between 4 and 8. Now I want people to buy mine, so I'm just going to click on here, and this is just your normal numbers, just put 4 in, and I will sell them for 4 gears. Is that right? 5, 10? Actually, I think 5. Some people sell them for 4. I will sell them for 5 and hope that's not too expensive. If they're selling between 4 and 8, 5 seems reasonable to me. So there we go, 5, okay. That's all set up. Close. There they are, and if you right click on them, you can see that if you put 5 gears in here, it'll say deal, and one of these will go into here. And then hopefully, when I next come in and I shift and right click, the payment will be in here. I've got my whole stall set up with just 1 temporal gear in each slot. Obviously, you can put different things. For example, I could have put a stack of clay in here as something for sale. I could have put a pot or 2. You can put any number up to the stack size of the good you're trying to sell. But there's only 1 payment slot. So whatever you put in these slots, this is the payment you will receive. So if you want to sell, say, clay for resin, you'd have to set up a separate trader mat. And if you do want to sell, say, a stack of clay, you want to be paid in rusty gears, but you want 10 per stack of clay. You just change this to 10 at the bottom. So I could put in a stack of far clay, 10 rusty gears in amongst this lot. It's very, very flexible, and it's very, very useful, because early in the game, if you find a huge deposit of far clay, for example, you could sell stacks of far clay, and when people come along and they just right click on it, they can decide what they want to buy or not. Another use for a Trade-0-Rug is as a substitute wardrobe. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. You will see if I shift and right click that I have put my clothes in here. I'm hoping nobody comes in and buys them. I hope they won't. I'll have to put the prices up so that they don't. But I'm showing this off as a wardrobe, and we've long wanted some way to show our clothes off and our collections of clothes. This is not ideal, but it's the closest we've got. Now I'm just using this as a sort of open hanging space, but you can imagine that if I didn't have the table there and the boots on the side, you could put half slabs round this and slightly enclose the sides of it, so that it really did give the impression of your clothes hanging up. And I think this is a pretty good way to show off one's clothes in a bedroom. It's temporary until we get a better solution, but it's another good use for a Trade-0-Rug. So if you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and consider subscribing to me. Bye bye.